It's on. The hat is on, but look, my hair, how long it's got at the front and it's stuck up, and the headset, just completely void it, and my big forehead. You can't see it. Hopefully you can see the form continue today though. Always got a segue in there to the video as welcome back to episode number 7. Yes guys, here we are back at Hartlepool. We've actually got 2 days running again as welcome to season number 2, episode number 7 of this road to glory. But of course, before we get started in this one, got 2 very good goal scorers as you can see right there, and I'm not going to flick to the other page because there's big spoilers, which you should have seen by now in the previous episodes. If you would have been subscribed with the notification bell on as well, you would have already seen them pop up. So here we go into today. Some previous results on screen right there, including a bad cup game, but we're going to get that fresh out of our memory as it's Shrewsbury Town start us off with away from home, then on to Cambridge at home, who we had a very good time against last time, then on to Wigan, Lincoln, Morecambe, and then maybe Oxford, but we've got 2 whole weeks at the start of January before that game even comes around, and that's a lot of time to get signing. We do have money. We've got 1.52 million and 20k in the wage budget to be exact. But is there actually any players we want to sign other than free agents? Of course, not going to make that decision right away right here, but instead we're going to focus on the league just before we get to that one. So bear with me in time as the league position is revealed right there below us. We are doing magnificently. 7 points after 22 games gone of the season to the top spot. Absolutely amazing. And one more game, in one more game's time should I say, we are halfway through this season, and that's a very, very good point to be at as the players aren't at the best points. Still a little bit of fatigue going around the squad, but when the team's winning and on flames like they are at the moment, we have to persist with it. So Marinovic in goal. Bolton's a very good right wing back with Tavazzoli, Staunton, Raggett and Danny Andrew. Josh Harrop, Forner and Anderson in the midfield, star of last episode, with Norwood, don't want to swap him, and Butterworth now 70 rated. That is so deserved. Almost 20 goals in just under 20, or just over 20 games should I say. Can he add to it against Shrewsbury? And we're actually going to play this game, forgot to mention it, as it's Marco Mariossi in goal against us, Elliot Bennett, Matthew Pennington, Ethan Ebax Landell and Aaron Pierre, with Nurse actually to make it a 5 at the back, Carlos Vea, it's the other Vea, I forgot his first name, Davis and Ogbeta, with Bowman and Bloxham up front. Now Ryan Bowman, a decent striker at the level below, so hopefully can't do it here. A big game in our ambition to try and, of course, increase the gap at the top of the league. If someone could take points off Barnsley, would do us a big favour, as that's a great ball through to Luke Bolton to start us off with. Not the best of passes on to Ogbeta. And we lose it as Bloxham and Bowman, the strikers, look like big brutes. A lot of alliteration in right there, as it's Vea with the ball right here. Out to Davis. Davis spreads this out to Nurse, the fullback, coming forward. Matching our formation quite a little bit, as Butterworth and Vea out wide to Bennett here, as it looks like Shrewsbury are going to start a little bit brighter than I expected. 15th they are in the league, and we are away from home, so no easy game, as Davis makes a good run. And it's wide from the captain. Decent little chance for them, but unfortunately enough for them, they did not take it. As now we've got the ball onto Tyrese Forner in our midfield. Onto Norwood, and Anderson making the best run I've ever seen. Centre back in the middle, keeping him on. Keshi Anderson shrugs his man off, and now we go wide. And Tyrese Forner in the middle of the park gives the ball onto Butterworth right here, as we'll try and create an even better attack than that last one, as Danny Andrew passes this inside to Harrop, who can shoot from range, but Butterworth has the range as well. Top scorer at the club going wide right there, the number 29, as it's almost half an hour gone in this game, and we need to be doing a bit better. Not justifying ourselves as a top 7-point clear team at the moment, as Anderson gives the ball around the corner though, and can this be the breaking point? Bolton, that's a good ball over to Butterworth. Cleared by Matthew Pennington, who's got a lot of experience at the level above, but always seems to be getting relegated or doing poorly with teams when I see him. Do feel for that guy, as Bowman now gives it on to Ogbeta, and they've got a good run on. Danny Andrews out of the way. Marinovic has come a little bit, and he's made the save, so did pay off in the end, but it's very, very, speaking of ends, very end-to-end this game, and I do not like it as Davis whips the ball in, Pennington away a little bit, and the free kick's given our way. And just after their little chance right there, we go straight up the other end. I don't know who that was speaking to the manager, but corner ball. We did well in one game last episode with these, starting underneath them as we've whipped that one in, and we've done well again. We've won a penalty kick from the set piece we have. Set piece to set piece, as I don't know how it was given. I'm guessing it's a handle of the ball. Staunton jumps up and did have his hand up here, so I can see why. Don't know if it actually struck it or not, though. And we have got a new penalty taker in town. Of course, Keshi Anderson has gone bottom left and top right in the past. This time, very shaky hands, but I'm going to go top left. And it's hit the crossbar. It looked to be accurate again, but he's hit the crossbar. Still the move carries on, so I've got to keep us cool. Harrop blasting it and E-back Slandell, and this time used his foot. Will stay level going into the break, I think. Although they're the team attacking from this. That's a good ball out. Danny Andrew out of position. And Bennett strikes for the Shrews. 1-0 down after missing the penalty, or just hitting the crossbar. The other team have got themselves on top. Salop on top, if you get where I'm coming from with that one. But that's a terrible goal to concede. 5 at the back. All back in time, but not one of them putting a tackle in. Threaded through ball and blasted straight past Stefan Marinovic in goal. Not what we was hoping for right there, as Norwood. Can we do something before half-time? It's his first goal in 19 matches. He's the fullback, isn't he? Very poor goal to concede as Norwood into Butterworth. Across now into Anderson. Anderson one more. I'm just going to try and cross this. Absolutely no one in the middle to receive it, though, as Bloxham's going to travel. And the half-time whistle's going to go at 1-0. We do have a big gap on the league. I was hoping to extend it today. That's not proving to be the case. Got to be a lot better as Butterworth putting on the pressure, but can't do it alone. Him and Harrop the best players, and of course, undoubtedly so with their rating in game, as that's a ball over the top. And unlucky enough for us, Luton Town 2 to the good against Crewe Alexandra, which isn't what I wanted to hear from our commentary team as he get it through to Norwood. Norwood slack with his pass as Pierre will run this one away. And it does seem like they're slowing the game down a little bit right here, which I get tactically from them, as Davis gives it into Ogbeta. Ogbeta around the corner into Vea. We've got to be Ogbeta in this game as it's now on to Bloxham. Round into Vea. Very good passing in the middle, and Forner gets no touch on that. Goal kick. And Udo makes his way on for them as Valakari is on for Tyrese Forner. Slightly more attacking, you may find, as we've got the ball onto Norwood right here, and that's just sloppy. James Norwood, come on, you're better than that, as Udo messes his pass up, though. Valakari nip in there, as he does, onto Danny Andrew, or Harrop, they'll look the same, and Butterworth with a chip over to Norwood. Can he finish and not assist this time? Oh, good save from Marossi. Good save, as we're going to get the corner ball as well. The team is proving to be a bit tired, but still no changes. As it's the second corner, can we do well from this? It's all around the place, and it's handball again from Matthew Pennington. 2 corners, 2 penalty kicks. This time, let's have a look. It looks like it was his own mess. Falls on the floor and touches it. Shambolic from him. As do we give it the same man? Or do we give it Oliver Norwood? I mean, it is better penalties for Keshi Anderson. I'm going to gamble with him again. You've got to show your faith in your players. And this time he's missed for a second time. Marossi in charge of that save. And now he's gone every corner, scored 2 and missed 2 as Harrop. Still a corner ball, which we've done well from this game, of course. And still in play. Harrop into Valakari, curling one. Great save. Bogle taps it home on the angle as well. Back in the game. Substitute Omar. 1-1. Sometimes you need that little bit of luck, and it's definitely come for us right here. Valakari with a great curler. Great save. But Bogle squeezes it through a thread in on that angle. Just want to keep it quite the same as Bowman. Onto Lee here as Vea now has it. Onto Davis. Chasing a little bit, but 14 minutes to go. And hopefully they don't win it out of this, because they don't deserve to. They've been in the game, but we've been the better team, as you may find in most games this season, even when we have lost. As Bennett dribbling forward. Terrible touch, our ball. It's our game to win as Ferguson comes off the bench, the fullback, and we've got the set piece right here, Tavazzoli, and Bogle's going to strike again, and A weird save from Morossi, giving away a corner when he didn't really need to. And we're doing good from corner balls, as can we do even better? It's off the line! I thought it was a hand, it isn't. Norwood's missed. The ball's still in play though, as Anderson has a run on right here of Josh Harrop. Terrible touch, gets his shot off, keeper kicks it away. As there's not long left, and they look like they are panicking. They want the point. And to be fair, I won't say they've deserved it, but they've deserved one more than other teams, as Bowman gives it across. They've got added time to still go forward in though, as Udo onto Bowman. We're going to get that though. And it's an easy pass around the corner. Valakari onto Omar, and Norwood making a run. There still could be late intent for Moses. Norwood hits the post. That's game. That's game. Pennington to dribble it away and whack it up the field. And that is game. A big chance. Well, 2 missed penalties and that big chance should have gone in. As Shrewsbury played the hearts out. Didn't deserve a draw. But they'd probably argue differently. All square against Shrewsbury. As the gap's gone to 5 points now after Barnsley winning. Still not nervous. I'm just glad we picked up a point for ourselves, because that could have been just 3 points wasted. Instead it's only 2, as we are still unbeaten. That's a positive. Not as positive as I'd like, as Cambridge up next. Now, we beat these 4-0 last time, but they are still a playoff team. They're at the bottom place in the playoffs as well, which makes me think they're going to put up a little bit more of a fight than last time, as I'm going to send out the same boys as well. Rating's gone up. Fauna now can play in centre mid happily. Let's please do a little bit better against the U's. And it's a very, this would have been more fitting before Christmas, but very snowy day at Hartlepool right here. It's very snowy. We haven't even got us jackets on. Look at Cambridge wearing jackets. Absolutely embarrassing from the away side, as hopefully they do not get on with the snow down in the south, as Dimitra Mitov is in goal, George Williams, Lloyd Jones, Greg Taylor and Jack Iredale at left back, with Paul Digby and Liam O'Neill, I'm guessing in front. Yes, I'm right with the formation. Lancaster, Brophy and May, with Joe Ironside up front. Good goal scorer, but hopefully not in this game, as jeez, this is a lot of snow. You can even see the footprints coming in, as the colour of the ball doesn't help as well, but it is the League One ball. No changes made there. And I can't really see our players' legs, because of course the shorts are fully whited out. Their kit is a lot better than ours for this weather, and they're going to prove maybe why, as they've got a run on right here in the middle. Lancashire gets the ball back. Marinovic, we can see him, and we can see him keep us in the game right there in front of their fans, as they've got a corner ball. May whipping it in. Taylor gets a bit of a shove in the back, and Tavazzoli tries to blast it away. Still not cleared, as they've got a man down, and Ironside blocked. Change made as well by Cambridge, as Taylor did get injured in that move, and Digby, Andrew with a block. Ironside with an easy shot. What's going on with us, boys? We're letting them into the game a little bit more easily than I would have hoped for, as Bolton on a spin gives this into Tyrese Fauna, and Fauna to absolutely hammer that to the other side, as Danny Andrew picks up on it. Harrop through that gap. Butterworth offside, as Brophy makes another run at us right here for the Cambridge, as May with a shot. That's on ball, isn't it? It's not for us this time, it's against us. Luke Bolton sticking his hands where he does not need to. Onto the football, that is that handball? It looks like it hit his knee, but Cambridge starting off the better team by far in this game, as Ironside against Marinovic. Can he keep it out of the clean net? He can't. 1-0 to the team we hammered the first time round. What's happening today? And I'm rather annoyed by that, but you can't help it. Boos ringing around the stadium. Still the first half. Still top of the league in our first season in League One. Come on. It's not what you want to hear, as here is Anderson. This is what you want to hear. Us on an attack, as Bolton gives it into Norwood. That's a good ball onto Butterworth for an instant reply. And it is, in terms of a penalty, the third one of today for handball for us. The fourth in 2 games, which is amazing. But we're yet to score one, and this time it's kind of got to be a striker on it, and I'm going to give it Dan Butterworth. Changing it all the time is probably not good for me, but I'm going to go slightly right, and Butterworth scores. 20 goals already this season, and this one from the spot. The snow is causing people's hands to get so cold They want to touch the football all the time to warm themselves up. Amazing scenes as James Norwood, dribbling with the ball a little bit right there and does lay one off into Keshi Anderson. That's a good ball over. Scorpion kick attempted. Looks like we're in a bit more of a flow right here in the snow as we've got a shot off, and what a save. Dimitar Mitov. What a save. I think he's Bulgarian, that goalkeeper. Amazing stop from him as we don't do anything from the corner, but can we keep it alive right here? Fauna with a towering header into Harrop. Butterworth making a good move, but too close to the keeper. And the scrap's still on as Brophy into May. Oh, that's a good ball, you know. And Ironside puts the Cambridge back in front with an absolute thunder strike into the top of the net. And I don't like that guy at all, but he's managed to get a brace against us. 2-1 to the U's. And what is actually happening? Is the snow affecting us? Is the bad weather getting to our brains? Especially Marinovic. What is that positioning? Just not good enough, as hopefully we can carry on. Lancashire tackled by Andrew this time. At least we got a foot in as Butterworth. Can he release Norwood? Can we instantly respond again? It's a ball over the top. Defender missed out on it. Norwood has to score and he hits it straight at Mitov. That's not like James Norwood that I know, as Fauna gets it onto Harrop though, who likes to curl one, but this time curled straight to the keeper again, as we are really not ourselves at the moment because we're still creating chances, as that's a handball or a tackle or something. Take it quickly, please. Norwood, just tap this to the side. Ryan Tavazzoli can't shoot. We'll give it into Keshi Anderson, who can, but straight out of defender's legs as ref. It should be half time. And there we go. He took his time with that as well. 2-1 to Cambridge. And I'm not happy with that. Not what I want from my team as Fauna. Let's change this straight away in the second half, shall we? It'd make me a little bit happier, but we would still, of course, not be getting 3 points if we do score again, which is a funny feeling, as it's on to Ironside. He's gone back to O'Neill. Now through onto Adam May, who I thought was injured. No, it was Taylor who got injured. Brophy with a header backwards, plays a 1-2. He's going to get the ball again. He's easily took Luke Bolton out of the game. O'Neill in the box, as it's straight to Marinovic. It's still Cambridge knocking the ball around better than us at the moment, as Ironside has to give that on to Keshi Anderson. And Anderson, the great ball around the corner. Butterworth now. Norwood. That's a good ball inside. Anderson keeps it somehow. Who is supporting in the middle? Frustration is getting the better of me, as Lancashire finally tackled right there, and Raggett to run away with it. Straight onto Dan Butterworth. Into Anderson, as he switches one out wide now onto Bolton. He's having a bit of a struggle this game, Luke Bolton. Saw his rating went up and his performance is going down. Made the same changes as last game, as well as it's Valakari who comes on for Tyrese Fauna to go slightly more attacking, as there's only just over 20 minutes and Cambridge have honestly dominated this game. It's not been a fun one to play, as Ironside on a hat-trick, completely siphoned down by Reece Staunton. Don't mind a bit of fight, but that seemed too much, as Norwood tries to knock it onto Ola Mola, who we've put on because I feel like they've just deserved to win this game and have fallen out with this game a little bit at the moment. It's not a good one. Every player's played poorly, as Bolton. No, it's Anderson. I can't even make out my own players, as they can't even make the correct run, as that's a good tackle from Valakari. And how is Ola Mola onside? I'll never know. Harrop to get us back in it. Mitov again with an amazing save. What is this keeper doing? As we're going to cross it into the box, and Harrop, their defenders are about 7 foot. And in a rather controversial move, I think anyway, Ironside departs the field for Sam Smith. Not the singer, but the striker, as it's Brophy onto Paul Digby. It could prove me wrong if the striker gets a goal here on the attack. Davis, the new winger on the field as well, doesn't do well and gives it away to us, as Andrew Anderson. Can't even name my players now because that's how little we've touched the ball, as Anderson still manages to keep that somehow. Olamola, turn, Norwood, good touch, hammers it in near post, and we have the leveller. Is it deserved? Probably not in this case. But back in the game we are. Spoken like Yoda, as Norwood's actually going to come off the field. Not been happy with him. He's got his goal though, so that's enough. As we've got a little bit of time, just a little bit. And if we could rob this game, it would be the biggest robbery Cambridge have ever faced, I think, because we have honestly been terrible. But Danny Andrew into Olamola, Harrop around the corner to Bogle, Anderson's on the overlap as well, And it was close. Just didn't happen for us there, though, as Anderson does still have the ball. That's onto Bogle. Olamola's offside, isn't it? Or is he? Tried to chase it, but wasn't in the path as there's 3 minutes added onto this game. Brophy to run the ball forward. Let's make sure we don't lose it, shall we? A point closer to staying top of the league is, of course, what we want, as that's a good ball around the corner, though. Marinovic coming out for it. Hasn't got there, and they're going to try and play it in the midfield. Valakari with a shocker and a penalty kick. The third of the game goes to Cambridge. Valakari with not a good one. It's a yellow card. Did he need to do it? I thought he was getting the ball, but obviously not. I wanted him to whack it, and he didn't. So it's going to be Sam Smith, that striker I was talking about, against Marinovic, and he's saved by the keeper. Harrop, please. There we go. Oh my days. How have we not lost that game? How have we not lost it? We didn't deserve an equaliser. They deserved to score that penalty. They deservedly won it. Completely the opposite to the last game. Shrewsbury were lucky to get it. We were lucky this time, as the gap is 3, so it's gone down from 7 to 3. Of course, the 2 points we dropped have been capitalised on, and I'm speaking about signing players. We need to sign our own up. Them contracts look absolutely deadly towards the end of the season. Both keepers involved, Bogle involved, Houlihan, who's been here a long time, McLaughlin, Norwood. We've got to get on them in January. We'll leave them for a little bit longer, though, as who is the next team? I know today we play teams really, really low down in the league, as Wigan, I think, are a playable one, but we do have Lincoln City, who I still want to thrash in game, so it might have to be Lincoln City I try and hammer. Where are these in the league? 19th. Are Lincoln lower? They actually might be, so maybe I do need to play Wigan. And yes, Wigan have escaped the relegation zone. Lincoln are bottom. It's only right that we play this game as well. And DW, quite a big stadium in game, of course. So we made the right decision playing this. Ben Amos in goal. Tendai Deriqua, Adam Long, Jason Kerr, Luke Robinson at the back, with Naylor and Cousins sitting in CDM in front. Edwards, Keane and Theo Asgard, who was good against us last time, all supporting Humphreys. And that's left me wondering, where's James McLean gone? Because it was a big coup for Wigan, of course, going back to his former club. No sight of him, though, as Butterworth going to try and start off this game brightly, because that's what we haven't done today so far. As Tendai Deriqua running with the ball, the fullback. A bit weird that he's in that position, and Naylor might get onto that one. Danny Andrew, no, that's a good tackle. It's a good tackle. Giving away a lot of set pieces ourselves today as well. Free kicks especially, and pens, as it's going to be whipped into the box. Ryan Tavazzoli's an absolute giant in there, though, so straight away. But Humphreys across the field into Asgard, who can hit one. Opts for a terrible pass, but still our terrible pass gives them the ball back as Humphreys on the swivel into Naylor, as they had a chance right there to shoot, as we almost gave a penalty away with the slide as well. But we'll forget about that, as Fauna still in the team starting, despite... Yeah, we've kept the same team, I should have said that. Despite, of course, Valakari coming on and changing the game in the last two. We're going to see if that works for a third time, if we don't already get in front ourselves. That's a great ball out to Bolton. Whipped in first time, terribly. And it's been quite quiet in this opening couple of stages, as Theo Asgard. Hang on, Will Keane into Humphreys. Good block, and oh, he got another shot. And he absolutely wasted it. Wigan maybe slightly on top, but it's been a bit flat. Both teams flat. Of course, they're in 19th trying to scrap against relegation, so they're probably not playing the most eye-pleasing and eye-catching football, but so aren't we to say we're top. But here is Naylor running at us, and Raggett with a block. Has to go backwards, tackled, and I am bamboozled how Danny Andrew gets a warning for a tackle like that, and he gets nothing, as Bolton with a chip over the top, looking for Norwood, putting pressure on Long and forcing him to kick it long out of touch, as Bolton's going to take the throw in as well. Come on, push at these. Keshi Anderson. He's not the same as yesterday. Just the one word comes to mind. Flat, flat, flat. It's the same word, of course, but said 3 times, as Deriqua to try and dribble it away. Doesn't get too far because we're blocking him off. We're just matching each other's tactics. Let's say it that way. be a bit more positive than just saying we are flat. As now Harrop with a pass in the middle to Fauna onto Dan Butterworth. He's got a man at the side of him in Keshi Anderson. Wanted him to blast that first time. Takes a touch, goes for it, saved! Into the path of Butterworth, who I of course already saw was offside. No happiness in my voice right there as Robinson, the fullback, dribbling forward a little bit into Keane. I think that's Will Keane, isn't it? Is it Will Keane? I think. As Dorikwa doesn't know where to go, and I'll take half-time. Even though it's level, I would take it. As Naylor, maybe, just try and put a nailer in the coffin, as they've got a chance. Cousins on the turn, blocked, and no corner is given. Just straight for half-time, where both teams need to reassess this if we want to give any fan something to shout for. Only time the Sounds have made a fan in that game, or that half, should I say, was the disallowed goal, and of course it's their team conceding, even if it doesn't count, which is probably not happy for them, as Jason Kerr, the pass into Naylor. They're trying to create an atmosphere right now. Once I've said that, still we've got to try and not let them get back into this game, as Naylor across to Keane, blocked by Tyrese Fauna, and Anderson to run this away. What can Keshi do here? He's got a man in front of him. He's got two men in front of him. Butterworth making the best run though, and he's got Norwood if he can switch that in the middle, just a bit too far, but we've still kept it in play. James Norwood into Harrop to blast it. Doesn't do well. Butterworth the same, straight at his man, as we still can't get another goal. Come on, let's try it again. That's a chip over the top from Norwood. Straight down to Butterworth. Danny Andrew to whip that across. That's a good whip in. And oh, what a save! And what a scorpion kick we'll say as well, because how he got that ball, I will never know. And it was offside. Edwards with a ball here onto Keane as they're going to push at us. Straight after that offside. And Marinovic with a good hand right there. Come out of the blue, that attack. With 25 minutes of this game to go. Haven't got much time, as much time as I thought, as Long gives that ball on to Jason Kerr. Power, I thought was going to power it, doesn't, and it's given as a penalty. Another one. Reece Staunton against. And that is absolutely shambolic refereeing, I think. Never hit a hand. Now, I'm always reluctant to take handballs off, but that was not a handball, as Marinovic with a one-handed stop. This man deserves more credit, as still the ball's not gone though, and Edwards with a shot, Marinovic with another block, he got his hand to that, there was no foot involved, and Raggett to head it away. Jeebus Christ, that was very, very tight. And 5 minutes left in this one. Danny Andrew winning a header. Raggett with a touchdown. Not the place to give it away, please. Reece Staunton has not played well. Marinovic, amazing. Amazing from the goalkeeper again. We could have easily lost this game, as it's Robinson into Power. Good tackle that time from Oni Valakarias. That's a good ball forward, is it? Norwood gets that. Defender with an absolute howler. Butterworth in front. And the pass ain't a good one. We always have a late chance in these games, and this time a pass has messed it up. Or has it? No, it hasn't. A howler from the keeper, and Dan Butterworth's won it at the death. We are going to get 3 points against Wigan. And how have we done that? That's just horrific from their goalkeeper. He is not getting on the team bus home. Look at this. Straight to him. Passes it. I dummied it because I was pressing a pass, pressing the shot, didn't know what to do. Then Ben Amos even went to save it and pushed it in his own net. Absolutely shambolic. 1-0 win. As is it even guaranteed yet? It's his 21st goal of the season. That one counts, unlike the first half, as the kick is done and the 3 points are in the bag. Wigan blown away and stunned in the last minute, and they will not be happy with their goalkeeper. But I am. First 3 points of today. What a way to win it and go 5 points top of the league now, as Barnsley must have drawn. Burton even sneaking above Luton Town right now, which is a weird one, but into the simulated games we go. Same team. Actually, no, not same team. Not same team at all. Keshi Anderson, the star of yesterday, is the failure of today. So Valakari straight in there, in that midfield trio. And Fauna still in there, just so he's a little bit more defensive, and we have that balance as simulated away from home at Sinsel Bank, and it's a 1-1 draw. And we're even lucky to have that, because Scully scored in the first minute disallowed, then scored again, and Norwood only got us the leveller with 2 minutes to go. And that's against my rivals at the bottom of the league, so 5 points. 5 points. But this is actually near where we are in real life right now. It's the New Year's period when all the games are thrown together. So another simulation against Morecambe. And we do have a tired team, but I'm going with it. It's not losing at least. And it's another 1-1 draw. Butterworth and Quinones. Simulated games are the enemy, as it's time to try and make some signings. But looking at the timer, well, as I always say at the end of these episodes, I think I'm going to leave it for another day. I'm going to keep you in suspense. So 4 games next time. We've had us 5 games today. Only 1 win out of 5, which ain't good. But yeah, 4 games next time. And the transfer window, which we'll hopefully get through maybe all of it. Who knows? It's something to look forward to. So thank you guys for watching this episode right here. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss anything in the future, as I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. In a bit, we're back for good. And peace.